And you do pass away. What do you want to be remembered for?
I'm gonna be here for sure. I ain't gonna know it. I'm a demigod, man. You can't get me.
Well, Foolio was clearly wrong on this, or was he? Now, you may find this hard to believe, but people on the internet genuinely believe the Jacksonville rapper faked his death. Although it's a bizarre claim, the evidence keeps on surfacing and showing that the internet is onto something. From a hospital photo of him going viral to some weird Instagram activity on his account, you may even start believing that he is alive. So is there evidence to support this? Let's find out. Julio Foolio, still alive. The tragic death of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio has attracted a lot of nationwide attention, but now something strange has been trending on social media. According to netizens, the rapper may have faked his death, especially with his ops hot on his trail. From weird activity on his Instagram account to pictures of him in hospital going viral, the story just keeps getting interesting by the day. As news of his demise spread on the internet like wildfire, a photo of a bloody foot with a gaping hole surfaced on the internet, with many claiming that the rapper had been among the 3 who had survived the shooting. In the early hours of June 23rd, just 2 days after his birthday, Foolio and 3 others were in their cars in the hotel parking lot. Unbeknownst to them, danger was lurking nearby. Unidentified assailants approached and opened fire, ambushing the group in a brutal attack. The ambush was swift and deadly. The aftermath was chaotic and heart-wrenching. This clip shows one of the 3 survivors being transported to hospital, and after the hospital photo surfaced, there was wide speculation that Foolio was among those who had been wheeled alive from the scene. Had Foolio actually survived and cut a deal with the feds for protection? Remember, in the past 4 years, Foolio had survived 3 separate shootings. Apart from that, his mom had been shot 8 times, but survived, and his ex-girlfriend, Boobin Baby, had also had a finger shot off by Foolio's ops. On numerous occasions, Foolio had admitted that he was the most hated rapper in the city.
From the outside looking in, it looks like you're the most hated. Yeah. Maybe might be the most hated in Florida right now.
Yeah.
Foolio was hated across state lines, as even Chicago gangs had beef with him.
Call it that Foolio Goofio.
Hey, so why everybody dissing Foolio? Like,
Why was he dissing Doug, bro? Why you diss Doug?
Okay,
When Doug died, why was
Doug?
he dissing? He don't even know us, gang.
He was dissing
Why was
FBG
Goofio why was he trolling us? That Goofio was trolling us.
Foolio had made so many enemies that he had a bounty on his head.
Do you feel like you got money on your head?
I done heard a few rumors in the street.
So had the rapper decided to work with the feds to fake his death and escape the street life in exchange for help in taking down Jacksonville gangs? That's some wild speculation right there. But the hospital pics of the rapper's bloody foot weren't the only thing that had people questioning reality. The speculation about his death had been fueled by earlier weird activity from his Instagram account. The first time Foolio's Instagram posted was after his main op, Young and Ace, dissed him in a music video for the track Do It, just hours after Foolio's death was confirmed. The timing and content of the song have many questioning what Ace's intentions were, as well as the message he is sending through this track. Is he taking credit for the hit, or is he just happy and trolling now that his fiercest rival has been murked? The lyrics of Do It are undeniably provocative and explicit. Ace raps about gunning down his rivals with chilling precision. The music video for Do It adds another layer to the song's menacing tone. In the video, masked men are seen shooting another man in what appears to be a motel parking lot, which is where Foolio was murked. While Ace doesn't mention Foolio by name, the timing of the release and the content of the song have led many to believe that it is a direct response to Foolio's murder. Foolio's Instagram account hopped onto Ace's promotional post for the song and posted this ominous comment. This wasn't the only time the Instagram account replied to Ace's posts. The second time Foolio's account was active was after Ace dropped his second diss towards his op. Barely a week after releasing Do It, Ace released yet another track, Game Over, where he took his disrespectful antics to a whole new level. The lyrics are diabolical, and there's no doubt that Foolio is the target. Right from the start of the music video, it's clear that it's a Foolio diss, as they brandish a bottle of Don Julio, which Ace takes a sip off before starting the song. While the song's intro is disrespectful enough, the lyrics are nothing short of evil. In fact, he literally explained what happened that morning Foolio was shot and killed. First, Foolio was killed at around 5 in the morning. Apart from that, he references Mr. Six, a title that Foolio often used in his lyrics. Shockingly, Ace even describes the number of people who were in the car that got shot up, which is what is in the police report. After the diss track was released, Foolio's Instagram was added again, as it called Ace's song trash. This unexpected interaction garnered a sarcastic reaction from Ace and left fans scratching their heads. "You still f***ing with me, dude. I love you forever," Ace posted. The confusion only deepened when Foolio's account shared an odd promotional video. In the video, Foolio appeared to urge his fans to follow a company's account. This left fans questioning who could be behind these strange posts and why they were using Foolio's account for promotional purposes. The situation became even more perplexing when Foolio's Instagram story boasted about their earnings. "First rapper to make $250,000 off a promo ad," the account posted. The account then posted a past interview Foolio did where he was asked how he would have wanted people to remember him when he died.
And you do pass away. What do you want to be remembered for?
As a funny, good-hearted young man who loved his people, loyal to his people.
At this point, the internet concluded that Foolio's account had been hacked, with the hacker putting up posts saying that Foolio would never die. First, he posted that the account would continue posting content. The hacker then posted a no-jumper interview where the rapper said that he would never die and called himself a demigod.
We need to do this again next year.
Yeah, that's love, bro. I'm gonna be here for sure. I ain't gonna know it. I'm a demigod, man. You can't get me.
Where'd you get the demigod thing from?
Kratos.
With netizens firmly convinced that a hacker had taken over the account, internet detectives quickly debunked the photo that had gone viral. Turns out, it was from Foolio's 2023 shooting. On October 6, 2023, Foolio was driving his black Dodge Challenger, which he was later killed in this year. As Foolio drove through the 3100 block on 18th Street W, a residential neighborhood less than a mile away from the Paxson School for Advanced Studies, the peace of the night was shattered by the sound of gunfire. According to various law enforcement sources, suspects opened fire on Foolio's vehicle, riddling it with bullet holes. The attack was swift and brutal, leaving Foolio with a gunshot wound to his foot and was quickly transported to UF Health Jacksonville for treatment. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office later confirmed that the attack appeared to be a planned ambush, with the suspects waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The next day, an Instagram story post appeared, seemingly from one of his parents. The message read, "Keep Foolio, my son, in y'all prayers. He was shot last night in his hating city." At UF Health Jacksonville, Foolio was placed under the care of a team of skilled medical professionals. The surgery was successful, and Foolio began the slow process of recovery. However, the peace he sought was short-lived. Foolio's phone began to buzz incessantly with messages from friends and fans, all warning him that his whereabouts had been leaked. The source of this leak, a nurse at the hospital, who allegedly revealed Foolio's location, putting his life in further jeopardy.
The nurse who worked at the hospital dropped my low tire. That's crazy. I got a lawsuit with the hospital right now.
Determined to hold the hospital accountable, Julio Foolio took a bold step by filing a lawsuit against UF Health Jacksonville. The lawsuit alleges that the hospital failed to protect his privacy, thereby putting his life at risk.
I don't know if she did it like intentionally or on some funny shit, what she was on, but I know it wasn't like the right intentions. Like, I'm going through a lot of shit. You weren't supposed to post that. You know who I am, what I got going on.
The nurse was later fired for breaching Foolio's privacy and putting his life in danger. However, this isn't the only time someone has exposed Julio Foolio's location or even tried to backdoor him, and sometimes the consequences are severe. Foolio backdoored. Anyone living Foolio's lifestyle has to be on their toes 24/7. However, Foolio seemed to be moving recklessly, and according to the internet sleuths, may have let down his guard at the last moment. Internet detectives moved quick to establish that someone close to him had betrayed the Jacksonville rapper. According to internet detectives, one of the homies who was at Foolio's party is also close to one of Ace's homeboys. This is none other than a guy called Mizzo. Foolio even posted him on the night he was killed.
Got my brother with me. He done popped out for me for my birthday. He done time. It's silver lit. Oh, God.
Well, Mizzo has often been spotted with one of Ace's affiliates, rapper Backstreet. In fact, just 3 months before the attack, the two took a vacation to Mexico together, something that baffled the internet. Well, the two are already getting death threats from Foolio's fans and maybe even affiliates. But these two weren't the only ones accused of setting up Foolio. Attention turned to one of the girls at the party. According to some fans, she helped plan Foolio's party as well as helped set him up. Her post from that night showed that she was with the rapper. However, one post seemed a little suspicious and seemed to give away their location. So what's up? Come to Truth 18. Julio Foolio open till 6. She posted the girl denied any involvement with the rapper's murder after she received numerous death threats from Foolio's fans. She took to her Instagram to clear her name, saying that she only posted what the rapper approved. "We only shared a story post that we were approved to post by he himself for us twice share. The post of our flyer that we were tagged in a post too, that the artist himself posted. The whole night went perfect. No bad vibes, no negative energy. This was completely unexpected, being how well the night went. Please stop with the fake rumors and posts which are entirely inaccurate and false, she posted. But Foolio was also responsible for setting himself up since he dropped his location on social media days in advance. On June 14th, the rapper took to Instagram where he posted a flyer announcing that he would be hosting his birthday in Tampa and even gave away the time. Right away, his fans let him know that it was a bad idea. On June 23rd, 2024, the rapper decided to go down to Tampa to celebrate his 26th birthday. He shared his gratitude on social media, posting, "God, thank you for allowing me to see another year and to celebrate another birthday." Foolio even took to Instagram, inviting friends and fans to join him for a pool party at an Airbnb in Tampa. The event was heavily promoted on social media, promising a night of fun and celebration.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock.
The party kicked off with a bang. The atmosphere was electric, with music blaring, people dancing, and everyone in high spirits. Friends, fans, and fellow artists all there surrounded Foolio to celebrate his special day. The rapper shared moments from the party on his Instagram story, showing off the lively crowd and the festive mood.
Got me drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz. Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday!
Everybody got their shot, put their shots in the air, man. Okay, baby. Everybody take this shit on 3, man. 1, 2, 3.
However, the party was abruptly interrupted when police arrived to shut it down. The group had exceeded the maximum occupancy allowed at the Airbnb, forcing them to leave. According to Foolio's attorney, Louis Fusco, the event became too rowdy, drawing the attention of the local police. Law enforcement arrived at the scene, and due to the excessive occupancy and noise complaints, they decided to shut down the party. Foolio took to Instagram to express his frustration. He posted that the police had shut down the party and kicked him out of the Airbnb. "Police shut us down and kicked us out, Airbnb. That's crazy work," he posted. Undeterred by the disruption, Foolio and his entourage decided to continue the party elsewhere. They relocated to the Holiday Inn Tampa North on East Fowler Avenue, hoping to keep the birthday celebration alive.
We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming up the stairs. On the couch, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell, 20 deep.
But as the night wore on, the celebration took a deadly turn. At around 4:40 a.m., gunfire erupted outside the hotel. 2 cars were shot at and 4 people were hit by the bullets. Among the victims was Julio Foolio. The Tampa Police Department later confirmed that 1 person was killed and 3 others were injured in the shooting. And as much as the rapper's fans want to place blame on people for allegedly betraying Foolio, a lot of responsibility has to be on the rapper for moving reckless, dropping his location days in advance to letting someone who was hanging out with the ops into his inner circle. The Jacksonville rapper was moving as though he hadn't dissed multiple dead ops and made viral music videos about them. And with Tampa police confirming his death, the conspiracy theories will slowly start to fade away. However, just like Foolio, there is a rapper who to this day is widely believed to be alive. Rappers who never died. Tupac Shakur comes to mind when talking about rappers who never died. Well, for most, he still lives through his music more than 2 decades after he died. However, for some, the rapper is still alive and well enjoying life on a remote island. So how did these rumors even start? Following Tupac's death in 1996, something strange happened. Suge Knight, who saw Tupac's killers, refused to cooperate with the cops, leading many people to believe that he may have had a hand in Tupac's death. This rumor started after news spread that Pac was about to leave Death Row Records. His album titled Don Columinati, The 7-Day Theory, was the last album he had to do for Death Row Records. After this, he allegedly planned to work on his new record company called Machiavelli Records. With Pac gone, Death Row Records wasn't going to make any money off of him. So if they killed him, everything related to him would get them a whole lot of cash. And they would now have all of his unreleased songs that they would release under their label on soundtracks, compilation albums, and possibly even new albums. This rumor was further fueled when Yaki Gaddafi, who famously appeared on the diss track Hit 'Em Up, agreed to testify. The night Tupac was shot, Gaddafi was riding in the car behind Shakur's and witnessed the shooting. He initially refused to cooperate with police, but later said he could possibly identify the assailant. However, on November 10th, 1996, he was shot once in the head and died in Orange, New Jersey. Gaddafi's death seemed a little too convenient as people suspected foul play involving Death Row. Another rumor started circulating claiming that Tupac was alive. This rumor was started by none other than Suge Knight. In 2014, while leaving a West Hollywood nightclub, a TMZ camera rolled up on the former Death Row Records kingpin and he spilled the beans. First, he clarified that he did not shoot the late rapper as many people suspected.
Well, everybody know off the top, I ain't the nigga killed Tupac, I'm the nigga protected Tupac.
He then dropped the bombshell by revealing that Tupac was not dead and insinuated that he was somewhere enjoying his life on an island.
Tupac not dead. Tupac not dead, nigga. he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he was somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere.
This was not the first time the Death Row co-founder said something that raised eyebrows regarding Tupac's death. In a 2017 documentary, he said, "When I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking, so I don't see how somebody could turn from doing well to doing bad," which hinted at the rapper's condition being stable. The rumor that he had faked his death was supported by many theories. First, Tupac was a big fan of the great thinker Niccolo Machiavelli, who famously said, "To fool one's enemies, fake one's death." In the book, the Prince Machiavelli discusses how a ruler can protect himself from enemies who are too powerful to confront directly. He suggests that a ruler could pretend to be dead, allowing his enemies to lower their guard and then strike back when the time is right. Is this what Tupac did? Well, the hip-hop legend's aunt is political activist and former Black Liberation Army member Assata Shakur, who escaped prison and fled to Cuba after being convicted for the murder of a state trooper. She was granted political asylum in Cuba in 1984, where she has lived ever since. Well, rumor had it that after the shooting, Tupac, fearing his life under threats from rival gangs and growing tired of fame, faked his own death and went to live in Cuba. To top it all off, there's also the strange fact that the person who cremated Tupac's body retired afterward and hasn't been seen since. What do you think based on this evidence? Is Tupac dead or alive? While his death has led to some wild conspiracies, the beef that led to his death is very similar to Foolio and Young N Ace. Both beefs include two rappers, diss tracks, public dissing, and murder. One of the most famous public spats between Tupac's camp and his op, Biggie Smalls, came during the 1995 Source Awards, when the Suge Knight took to stage to accept an award and gave a speech that would ultimately lead to some of the worst events in hip-hop history.
Out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
That was a direct shot at P. Diddy, who had a habit of appearing in his artist videos and music. Tensions were high that night. However, P. Diddy took the stage, and instead of clapping back at Death Row, he extended an olive branch.
I'm the executive producer that a comment was made about a little bit earlier. But check this out. Contrary to what other people may feel, I would like to say that I'm very proud of Dr. Dre, of Death Row, and Suge Knight for their accomplishment.
The first physical confrontation between the two camps came in March 1996 when a scuffle broke out at the Soul Train Music Awards in Los Angeles after Biggie's bodyguard brandished a weapon in front of an armed member of Shakur's entourage backstage at the Shrine Auditorium. Although no one was harmed, a few months later, the first casualty of the beef would be recorded. In August that same year, a handful of Southside Crips beat and robbed one of Shakur's Mob Peru Bloods bodyguards at a mall in Lakewood. The assailants snatched a diamond-studded Death Row medallion from the victim's neck. The next confrontation between the two groups would prove deadly and would involve two childhood friends, Keefe D and Suge Knight. Keefe D would actually be arrested for Tupac's murder more than 2 decades after the incident. The Southside Crips had a regular tradition of going to Las Vegas to watch Mike Tyson fight. On September 7th, 1996, they found their way to Nevada to watch Mike Tyson fight Bruce Seldon. After the fight, Keefe D and the Crips planned to meet in the cafe at the MGM Grand, but Orlando Anderson, alias Baby Lane, his nephew, didn't show up. Turns out, Anderson had been jumped by Tupac and his crew at the casino. Surveillance footage shows Death Row affiliates surrounding and beating up Baby Lane. After hearing that his nephew had been jumped, Keefe D revealed that the beef had become personal and decided to retaliate immediately. Well, Keefe D, his nephew, and 2 others hunted down Tupac and shot him in his car. The rapper was hit 4 times, twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh. One of the bullets went into Shakur's right lung. Knight was hit in the head by fragmentation. At the hospital, Shakur was heavily sedated, was placed on life support machines, and was ultimately put under a medically induced coma after repeatedly trying to get out of bed. While in the critical care unit on the afternoon of Friday, September 13th, 1996, Shakur died of respiratory failure that led to cardiac arrest after the removal of his right lung. Everyone who was at the crime scene refused to cooperate with the cops, meaning they had little to no leads. As it turns out, Death Row wanted to retaliate the old school way. The following year, Christopher George Latore Wallace, alias Biggie Smalls, was shot and killed outside the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles after a Soul Train Music Awards party. It is believed that Suge Knight ordered the hit. It seems as though history is repeating itself in Jacksonville. With Foolio's death, many expect retaliation from his affiliates, meaning more death and destruction. But only time will tell whether the beef will slowly die down. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.